Good afternoon, everyone. It's Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. It's Saturday afternoon, so time once again for our catalog Copycat cards. I'm so glad that you're here with me again today. These weeks are just simply flying by. A blink and it's Saturday and time to do another video. So we always start out by giving away the project that I created last week. And this is the pretty card that we made. It was kind of a middle of the road style card, not too beginnerish and not too advanced. So it had some die cutting on it, a little bit of bling added, some designer paper, and it was created with the Art Gallery bundle, which happens to be on sale. We have our Savings Are in Bloom promotion going right now. And this goes through the end of March. And our mini die cutting and embossing machine is on sale for 20% off, so it's only $48. And then there are 13 different bundles that are discounted 20%. So it's a really great deal. And the one that I featured was this one here, the Art Gallery bundle. So this is what that looks like. It has a really pretty stamp set and a lot of different sentiments. It's a double, like a two-step stamping kind of a set. And this was the card that we created. So let's go ahead and give that away. We had lots of people comment on Facebook and YouTube. So I always appreciate that. And let's see who our winner is this time. Our winner this time is Patsy. So thank you, Patsy, for watching and commenting, and to everybody for that matter. I really do appreciate your taking the time to watch my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, so today we have something a little bit different I wanted to highlight, and that's something that might be overlooked, and that is our packaging. So I'm here in our annual catalog, and we're going to go all the way back to page 137. So in the back of each catalog, of course, we have our index with all of our awesome products. And on page 137 is all of our packaging basics. So I just wanted to take a quick minute and kind of highlight all of these because not a lot of people realize they're here and what we can do with all of these fun projects. We can decorate them, we can customize them, and have them kind of be our own. So I just want to go through real quickly. I have all but one that I can show. So we'll start with number one, the acetate card boxes. So these just come, they're just flat, and we simply have to fold them, and so they're very easy to assemble. And these come in a package of 10. They're just $7. So they arrive like this. They're just flat. Okay. And then they just need to be folded and the ends put in. They're really heavy duty acetate, so they're very sturdy. And we can fit up to 5 cards and usually envelopes too. It depends how thick the cards are made. But this makes a really nice box to give our A2 style cards. Let me grab a card and show you how they fit. Okay, so see, these would fit. This has a plastic on it, but our cards can fit right inside, and then that can be given as a gift. So here is one that I just simply decorated. I put a little bit of designer series paper around it to kind of make a belly band, and then tied a ribbon. So it's really easy to decorate, makes a great presentation, and would make a really nice gift. You could really put any gift that would fit in there, but these are so lovely. I really like those a lot. Next, we have our Ombre gift bags. These were introduced with this last catalog, and there's a package of 20. So there's 4 each of the 5 new in colors that were introduced. So these are the 5 colors. They're just a really cute paper, real thin paper, and can be decorated very easily. So here's what one could look like. Just add a little designer paper, some cutouts, a little sentiment, put a little gift in there or a treat. Super easy. And then this was another idea that was done with one of these ombre bags. The bag is actually folded in half like this, and then we secured it into place, and then we use this little pocket to make a card. So that kind of goes inside. It could be great for a gift card, add a little message on there, and then there's also another little pocket back here that is formed. So it was just a really cute idea that we had done at a, I believe I did this at Gosh, must have been a long time ago, maybe earlier retreat last year. So anyway, it just shows how easy it is to decorate a lot of these products so that they can be used for giveaways. Now the mini jam jars look like this. I don't have one that's decorated, but these are a very heavy plastic. This is just the bag. And they are food safe, of course, so we can put in some treats or something, put a little wrapping around it, around the top. Very, very cute. So that is the mini jam jar. And then we have our 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 acetate box. So this is like the first box I showed in terms of the product, what the product is made out of. So again, a very heavy duty acetate plastic, and these arrive flat, and these come in a package of 10, and they are just $6. So for just 60 cents, we can make a really cute box. And our 3 by 3 envelopes and cards, that's what would fit inside of here. So some little mini cards. So that's what it looks like undecorated. And here's one that's decorated. So a little bit of shred was put on the inside, and this cute little puffin guy and a belly band, little sentiment. Isn't that cute? So treats can go in there or cards. So those are the acetate card boxes, the mini ones. Mini coffee cups I do not have, but they look like this. It's item number 5. So again, a food safe item. It's just like a little tiny cup that we would get at a coffee house, and they're mini, so they're about, let's see, 3.5 inches tall, so they're tiny and could be used for some treats. Really cute, and again, food safe. Mini paper pumpkin boxes. So these come in a package of 10. They look like this unassembled. One side is matte white, so it can be stamped on if we want to. The other side is the glossy side. So either way looks really lovely to have exposed. And we just have to fold these, score all the lines. They don't need any adhesive. They just go right together. And then here's what one could look like decorated. So I just put some designer paper on the edges, on the front, a little bit of an embellishment, and then when it opens, and again, food safe. So we could put like homemade brownies or cookies or candies. So this is also a really nice option. And these are also the exact size of our note cards and envelopes. So it could definitely be filled with cards as well. All right, next we have our Simply Classic Treat boxes. So they come in a package like this. There's 10. So there's 10 bottoms and 10 tops. And then these simply go together. So there's the lid. It has this cute little pull on it. And then the bottom looks like this. And then those fit together to make this really cute box. I just love that. And here's one that's decorated. Somebody gave to me. There was a little tiny treat inside there. Actually, this is one of them. It's a little mini eraser, so an adhesive eraser. But treats could go in there. These are food safe, of course, too. So would make a really cute shower favor, or just having some friends over for lunch to put a little something by everybody's place as a little surprise and delight. Next we have number 8, which is the Scalloped Craft Treat boxes. So this is a little larger. Same concept where everything arrives in a flat way. Let me undo this real quick here. And then we have to put them together. So there are, oh, I think this one's glued into place. Anyway, so same concept where there is a smaller piece that's the lid, larger piece that is the bottom. And then these have a really pretty gold polka dot design all over them on the craft paper. So it doesn't really need too much embellishment. I don't really have one decorated, but we could put a ribbon all the way around, put a rosette or a flower or something on the lid, and that would be really cute. So a little bit larger size too, so a bigger gift could fit in there. Then let's see, the printed gusseted cello bags. I don't think I have those, but they're just a tall, clear gusseted bag, so we can fill it with a bunch of candy, a little gift. And then last on the list is our cellophane bags. So these are 6 by 8. They're just a clear plastic bag, and they're awesome for putting treats in. These are food safe, of course. Most everything on here is treats or food safe, so it's great to use for favors or food. And so here's one that I had made. This was from a retreat I did last fall. So we just put some shreddy in there. I made a base that kind of fits in the bottom so that it would stand up all by itself. And then added some twine and a ribbon and a little tag. Okay, so that's just a review. I don't think I've really highlighted a lot of our packaging in the past, so I wanted to take a moment and show everybody what the options are. So on that same subject, the project I'm going to make today is from our mini catalog, and it is a packaging type of a project, not a card. So we're going to go over to our mini. We're on pages 8 through 10, and it focuses on the suite, which is called Sweet Talk. So this was just introduced with the mini, and it's a really lovely suite of products that can be all used together. Let me show you what's included. So of course, pretty much the star of every suite, which I think is the designer paper. So you can see I've used most of what's in here, but these are all these lovely Valentine and heart themed patterns. Everything is the pinks and the purple family. Really, really cute options. So that's a pack of double-sided 12 by 12 paper, and there are 12 sheets. So that's our designer paper. And there is also the bundle, of course. So the bundle looks like this. The stamp set is called Sweet Conversations. And of course, this is Valentine themed. It looks, all the projects are themed that way, but love is kind of year round, right? So we can use this set all year round. It doesn't necessarily have to be used just for Valentine's Day. It's a photopolymer set, and there are 17. So there's lots of images, lots of sentiments. And then the coordinating die set looks like this. So there are these really cute hearts that can be cut out. That makes a row. In fact, let me show you what that looks like. So on this project, this is that triple row of die cuts right there. So it cuts out all of them in a row like that. So there's a vertical set, there's 2 horizontal sets, and then lots of other images. This makes a tiny envelope that we can put together, which is adorable. I'll show you that in a minute. And then there's other banners that we can use to put our sentiments on, some more cutouts, more hearts, bigger hearts. Everything coordinates, so we can cut out all of these hearts. And then let's see what else. We have the red, this really pretty red linen ribbon, super soft and flexible. And then we have the embossing folder, which looks like this. It's a gingham embossing folder. So this is designed to go into our big emboss and cutting machine, but it makes a really pretty gingham pattern. And then last but not least, oh, there's 2 things actually. So number 4 is the Iridescent Rhinestones. So these are brand new. They kind of went on back order immediately. They were so popular, but they're back in stock. And these are just $7.50. So this is like half a package. We get 200 in a pack. So lots and lots of those. And then last but not least is our, these are called Sweet Little Boxes. So in theme with all of the packaging that I just reviewed, we are going to make a project with these. And these come in a 10-pack. They're just $10. They're food safe, so they can be filled with treats, candy, whatever. And I'm going to show you how to put these together. So that is the entire suite. It's called Sweet Talk. And the project that we're making is here on page number 8. And it's this one right here at the bottom. So I'm going to improvise a little bit and change mine up slightly, but it's super easy to decorate these. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to use my brand new mini stamping embossing cutting machine. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, one other thing I wanted to share. I think I've shared this in the past, but when I show my dies, somebody had questioned me about that. What I do is I take them off of the paper. So when the dies come in to the packaging has them all stuck with adhesive onto a piece of cardboard. So I like to remove them. I don't want to have all that sticky to contend with. I buy these magnetized adhesive sheets on Amazon, and this is the 5x7 size. So they fit exactly right into our Stampin' Up cases. And then all of the dies just fit right onto here. They're magnetized, so nothing falls away. And I just like them because they keep everything magnetized and right in place. So just a tip. All right, so let's get started here. We're going to need a few things. We have, of course, our sweet little box, which is here. Let me get my catalog out of the way. Okay, so we're going to need our box. Of course, we're going to need our dies, and the ones we're using are going to be this one, which makes a nice tag, and then the heart, which we're going to be stamping and then cutting out the heart. And then we need our red ribbon. We also need dimensionals and glue. Green glue is, I find, the easiest to do for this project. Some mini dimensionals. Any twine, this is the linen thread, but any color could be used. And then our ink colors are Blushing Bride and Highland Heather. And then the two stamps we're using are the solid heart and then the outline heart, which says "You are cute." So I thought that was really fun. And then paper-wise, we need a piece of Blushing Bride and a piece of our basic white, little scraps. And then designer series paper. I just kind of measured with the box, so to kind of get the idea of how much paper is needed, what I did is I measured the width of the box. So this is going to be the completed width of the box, and that was 2.5. Let's see, actually we have to go this way. So it was 3.5. So what I did for the largest piece of paper is I just reduced that a little bit to 3.25, because that's going to be wrapped around the box. And then to figure out the length, what I did is I took, when the box goes together, like this. So for the length, I measured this way. Let's see, so 3.5, I think I did this right. Let's see, this ended up being 7.5. Yes, so 7.5 will allow me to go around the box in this direction. So this is 2.5, so 2.5 is 5, and then another inch or so is 6.5-ish or so, and then some overlap. So I use 7.5, and then my overlay piece is going to be the same length, but it's just going to be about 1/2 inch narrower. So that piece ended up at 2 3/4. Okay, so any 2 layers can be used for decorating the box. I like using the designer series paper. It's a little easier to bend around a smaller project box like this than cardstock. So cardstock is just a little bit heavier. Could certainly be accomplished, but I find that the designer paper is a little easier to work with. All right, so I think we'll begin with, let's put the box together first. So again, everything is scored. We simply need to fold all of the score lines, so that's nice and easy. And then of course we can see that there are 2 strips of adhesive already on there. So all we have to do to remove those, sometimes it's a little tough to get that started with our fingernails, so I like to use the pointy end of my Take Your Pick tool. Just kind of gently ease that away from the edge, and then the same thing here. Just nice and easy, picks that up. So if there's ever a double-sided tape situation, don't forget about using the U-Pick tool. And then I'm simply going to put these sides together. That adhesive is very, very strong and heavy duty, so we have one opportunity to get that in place. We won't be able to adjust that if it's a little bit off. So we want to make sure that's very straight right from the start. Okay, so there's the one side, and then the same thing on the other side. So very, very easy for $1. These are $1 each, so really inexpensive. There we go. And then these just fold in. So there, nice and easy. Let's go ahead and get our paper put onto the box. So what I like to do, I want the purple side showing. This paper is so cute. Look at all the hearts there, all the conversation hearts. But I want the purple side is going to be on the exterior of my box. So what I like to do to start is I want to get, we could just like wrap it around and secure it, but I really like to have the edges of my designer paper be very, very crisp. So the way I do that is I start by laying the paper down and put the box on it. And then just with my fingers, I'm going around and sort of giving that a nice crease, kind of holding it in place as I wrap. And then I'm going to wrap this edge here, give it a little bit of a crease, and then the last edge here. Okay, and then I'm going to take that away and take my bone folder, and where I made those creases, I'm just going to go over it once again with the bone folder to make it very, very crisp. So see the difference between here and here? Just gives that a really nice look, a finished edge when we're all done. So again, just real easy with the bone folder. And then the same thing on this side. I'm just overlapping so that the edges are very straight, like that. Okay, then I'm going to take my green glue. I'm going to put glue all the way around the whole perimeter. Just a little bit. A little bit in the middle. And the green glue always allows us to have a little bit of wiggle room. All right, so I got that laid flat, and then I'm going to put the box, center it here, and again, I'll be able to wiggle it just a smidge if it isn't exactly where I wanted it to be. And then I'll pull up the edges and hold that down with the glue. And then just make sure these are aligned like that. So I have a little bit of white showing. There we go. A little bit off. I have a little more on the top than the bottom, but that's okay. All right. All right, so that's our bottom layer. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this over layer. We could certainly leave it like that. It would be adorable. So again, I'm going to start here in the back with my seam and then give this a fold. So same process. This designer paper is so, so cute. I love purple and red together. Oops, that's a little bit crooked. Okay, so just gently folding it along the edge with my fingers. Okay, and then I will take my bone folder. This would make a cute project to go in somebody's lunchbox or in their backpack. Little tiny gift could fit in there too, which would be fun. A little pair of earrings or some jewelry. Okay, and then we'll glue. That paper is pretty too, isn't it? All the hearts. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to lay this. I want to make sure that the seam is up because that's going to be on the back. And then this piece, the seam will also be on the back. I'm just kind of pulling that taut so it lines right up. There we go. Ah, so cute. All right, so that part is all finished. And our next step is to do a little bit of stamping. So, and die cutting. We need to put our heart, we're going to stamp off a little. So I have a piece of my scrap paper here, and we're going to take our Blushing Bride, and I'm going to ink up. Now this stamp is designed, it has a little bit of a variation, I don't know if it's visible on camera, but half of the stamp is sort of, it's a little bit lighter than, I'll show you what it looks like on here. So I'm going to stamp once. So see how part of it is kind of missing? That's intentional. That's the way that it is supposed to look. So I took off a little bit of ink by stamping once on my scrap paper, because we want that to be very subtle like that. And then I have my chamois here. So I'm just going to clean off that ink because we're going to need to use that again in a minute for the purple. So we're finished with our pink. And then we're going to go over that with the outline. We're using Highland Heather purple. And then this stamp is an outline stamp. So let's see if I can get that pretty close. I'm just going to look through my block, and of course photopolymer is clear so we can see exactly where we're stamping. I'm just going to kind of line that up. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So there we go. That is so cute. Look at that. All right, and then we're going to do some die cutting. And as I mentioned, my mini embossing and cutting machine came in. It is so stinking cute. Here's what it looks like. Look how lightweight it is. Very portable. So it's just a mini version of our large machine. So the ends, the platform pops up on each side. So for easy storage, doesn't take up a lot of room on the workspace. Super portable, so it can easily fit into our bag when we go to an event. And then it has all of the die or the cutting plates just like the big machine. So basically this is the platform, and everything is numbered. So it tells us exactly how to make the sandwich that we need to make. So there's our platform, and then it has the two cutting plates. These are just my sticky notes to use. And those are numbered. Again, those are number 2. They put numbers in the corners for us. And then it comes with 2 embossing folder plates. So there's a number 3, and then this is using with the standard embossing folders, and then a number 4, which is a little bit thinner, and that's to use with the 3D embossing folders. So all the instructions we would ever need to know are right on the plates themselves. So today we only need our die cutting base and then our 2 mini plates. So you can see I've only used them once. It worked great on the first try. So this will be my second pass through only with them. So I'm going to lay that there, and we are going to cut out this die has kind of a tag look to it. So I'm just going to secure that onto my cutting plate. And then we need to die cut this heart that we just stamped. So that's going to be cut out with the coordinating die. And I'm going to place a sticky note over that just to kind of hold that in place. And I put my sticky over my cardstock, my die, and then over the acrylic plate as well. And then our other clear plate goes over it. And then these get lined up. Now, I did not have any issue with my plates going through on the first time with everything lined up exactly flush on the end that's going through the machine. If there is any difficulty, the remedy for that is to simply stagger those plates just a little bit. So that will help them feed into the roller a little easier. But I'm going to do mine just flush just to show it does work fine. And I'm going to roll the plates toward me because the machine is not heavy. So the big machine weighs like a gallon of milk. It's very heavy. It doesn't move. This little guy is much lighter weight. So I found it a little bit tough to try to get this to feed pushing away from myself. So I'm going to push it toward me. I'm just going to rest my forearm on the top, use my left hand to give the plates a little bit of a push into the machine. Okay, so they've already started. I'm cranking with my right hand. and I'm just cranking it toward me. So there's going to be some resistance, of course. That snapping, popping sound is normal. Nothing to be concerned about. And there we go. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Just a little tiny midgy cricket, as I call it. So there is our die cut of our tag. And then here is our die cut of our heart. Aw, so cute. I love this machine. So again, it's on sale. These things don't go on sale very often. $48 only. Comes with all the plates, everything we need. And majority of the dies that we sell will fit in it. So we just can't, of course, fit the real wide dies, but there are hundreds and hundreds that will fit. So highly recommend this if you don't already have that. All right, so we have our 2 pieces here. We need to do one more stamping onto that tag. And we're going to take the solid heart and stamp that. So I'm just tapping to ink up my stamp. And then that's going to be stamped kind of off to the edge, like that. Full strength. I didn't dilute that at all by stamping off. All right, and then we're done with our inks. We're done with our stamping, so I'll get those out of the way. And then we need to put our ribbon around. So I'm going to take this red ribbon. Wrapping around a project like this with a really soft, flexible ribbon is always recommended. It makes the wrapping so much easier, and the bow will turn out just lovely. So let's see how it looks here. Actually, I'm going to put it under this time. So I don't really cut my ribbon off of the bolt because I don't want to ever not have enough. So okay, I'm going to make a nice loop. I'm going to hold that with my one finger and make a loop. So I'm tying that pretty tight, holding it in place because I want that ribbon, the bow, to be very straight. So kind of have to use lots of fingers all in combination here to get that, and then we can pull it nice and tight when we get it, and then we can pull the ends a little to even it out. There, that looks really pretty. Where are my scissors? Okay, and then we'll give this a little trim. There we go. All right, and then our next step is to secure our tag. So I'm going to put one dimensional, little baby dimensional on here. And then that's kind of just offset a little bit like that. And then that's going to be placed onto our project with some twine, or linen thread, I should say. So have you ever had that happen? We could not get this started the other day at class, so we had to kind of pull it from the middle, and that was the result. So I don't know where the end, here we go. All right. So yeah, this is going to be like sit in front of the TV while I'm watching a movie and untangle kind of a project. Or maybe just pull it apart. Who knows? All right, so this is just going to be put through the tag, and then I'm going to wrap that under my red ribbon and untie this in a little knot. And I'm going to have it be a loose knot. I don't want it to be super tight because I want that tag to be able to dangle just a little bit so it's not too tight. I'll get that into a little knot. Okay, so see how it's kind of still dangling? I'll snip these short. Okay, and then I'm going to rotate this so that little knot is going to be put underneath the red knot, so it's kind of hidden there. There we go. All right, I think we're finished. So I just improvised with a different color of designer paper. But here's our catalog project. Actually, bring it a little taller here. And then here's mine. Isn't that adorable? Oh, and I thought it would be fun. Let me add some of the sparkle to it. Where did I put the sparklies? Let's see here. They are missing. Where are my crystals? Oh, here we go. Okay, so these are the iridescent rhinestones that go with the suite. And I thought it would be fun to put just a couple of those on here. So let's see, my U-Pick tool. Oh, my putty's almost running out. So we do sell the refill. So once this reaches the end, the refill is available to purchase. I think they come in a 2-pack. So this little cartridge just pulls, screws out and gets thrown away. And then to put the new one in, we just screw it on like that. So you can see mine is almost empty because this is all the way to the end and that's all I have left. So I'm going to have to get a replacement soon. All right, so let's just put a couple of these little guys on here. Maybe one there. And how about one up here? There we go. Maybe one more little one. Like that. There. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, so there is our project for today. I hope that you all like that. So let me show some other projects that can be made with the suite. All right, so we'll start here. I've got quite a few. This highlights that really pretty gingham embossing folder, which is part of the suite. And then these were all just hand cut, these hearts. So very cute for Valentine's Day. Here's another one that we made. Isn't that sweet? And here's another one featuring that embossing folder. And then there's that die that cuts out all of the hearts. And then the hearts themselves were cut out of a different color paper and then placed inside there. That is really cute. Another one. This shows that die that creates, this die creates this little tiny envelope. Isn't that sweet? And then a heart or something can be sticking out of there. I just love that one. Here's more highlighting the designer paper. It's another one with some more purple, some red embellishments. Cute. That's the double heart punch that we offer, which is available in the annual catalog. This is cute too, a different way to do a ribbon on the tag like we just made. Here's one, very sweet. So yeah, so many different options that we can use. Another one highlighting all that paper. Okay, so that is our Sweet Talk suite. So I hope everyone liked that. If I can answer any questions, of course, let me know. And if you'd like a chance at winning this project, please do leave a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. And I think that's it for today, everybody. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again next Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.